Hello friends! It has been a minute since I've done a video, but I've gotten a lot of new subscribers, which is really exciting. I think most of you came from my How I Lost 114 Pounds, my whole food plant-based journey that I posted back in the summer of 2018. So now we are in March of 2020 and I am still going strong, whole food plant-based, wouldn't change a thing. I absolutely love this lifestyle. Actually, since that video, at the time, my husband was not whole food plant-based. He is the cook in the family and he was super supportive of my decision, and he would make our dinners plant-based because that's the meal that we share together. For lunches, breakfast and lunches, he would eat his own thing, which typically involved animal products. Luckily, he was already lactose intolerant. He could handle a little bit of dairy, but not much, and so that was pretty much eliminated from his diet a while back, but he was still a heavy meat eater, liked eggs, all that stuff. So since then, since I went whole food plant-based, I should say, in 2018, and I got into the research of it all and read a ton of books by the top plant-based doctors, and back in October of 2018, we went to a local veg fest and heard Milton Mills speak, which was super exciting. He's in What the Health, the documentary that turned me whole food plant-based. So he came, and after that, my husband decided, he's like, I'm going vegetarian. He said vegetarian because he loved Jell-O. And so he would stick with Jell-O. And then eventually, like, he just went vegan. I don't even remember the date. I don't remember what did it. He just was like, I think it was just like, okay, you know what? I'm having Jell-O. Like, that's not worth it. I'll just make the switch. And actually, a month later, I became a certified plant-based nutritionist through Cornell's online program. Super exciting, and I love it. It's a passion. Nutrition is huge for me. As you'll see, I was not the healthiest person. Now, losing the weight was not through whole food plant-based eating. I had already at that point lost over 100 pounds, but I didn't feel great. I wasn't healthy on the inside. I know I wasn't. I don't think I had any diseases or illnesses per se, but I think I was probably headed in that direction, and at the time I was drinking a lot of alcohol too. So I pretty much made the switch to stop drinking and go whole food plant-based within like 2 weeks of each other. So it was a big switch, but that's just me. I commit 100% to something like that. I think that's part of how I achieved the success of losing the weight. But something that was always kind of a struggle for me, and I have to get ready. I have to teach a class here in like an hour. Sorry, derailed. But something that was big for me, even though I can commit, was my fitness. Like, I would fall off my fitness every now and again throughout my entire now 7-year journey. I've fallen off a handful of times probably. Just not staying consistent is what I mean with falling off, and kind of losing that motivation, kind of losing that, like, yeah, I want to get up in the morning and work out kind of deal. And I have to work out in the morning. Like, at night after a long day of work, it ain't happening. It's just not there. So I would fall off, and you know, still, you know, back in the day, count calories and all of that stuff. Even a period in 2017, I wasn't doing either, and I gained 15 pounds back. So, but since going whole food plant-based and sticking to that, while throughout the time I've been whole food plant-based, I would incorporate more processed foods than I probably should. So it was more like I was vegan, then whole food plant-based for a period of time, still eating a lot of fruits and vegetables, but not, you know, and whole grains and that kind of stuff, but not limiting the processed food. I was getting on a kick with that. So it happens, life happens, right? And you know, as long as we have those goals in mind and we don't let that derail us for too long, and we can get back on track, that's good. But the fitness thing was more of a thing for me. And lately, I teach a lot of group fitness classes a week, probably 4 or 5, sometimes 6. And I was using that as my workouts. And while I'm working out the whole time with my classes, just because of the formats that I teach, you know, it's not for me, it's for them. And I enjoy them very much, otherwise I wouldn't teach them. But at the same time, I was kind of like, you know, I want to do something for me, something where I can just kind of zone and focus on my fitness at that point in time, and not cueing, not motivating others, not, you know what I mean? Even though I love it, I absolutely love teaching. I just wanted something for me. I felt like it was missing. And when I first started, and I can't remember if I mentioned this in my video from a couple years ago, but when I first started at 240 pounds, super unhealthy, never exercising, I started with Beachbody's Turbo Fire program. Now, super intense. I felt better, but I hadn't been like watching what I was eating. And you know how it is. It's like, oh, I just worked my ass off, so I'm going to eat this entire pizza instead of just half of it. Okay, well, you're not going to lose weight that way. You're eating the calories back, because a lot of times we overestimate how much we're burning and we underestimate how much we're eating. So that's why tracking my food kept me on track. Anywho, so I started with their program. And every single time I had this epiphany today, every single time I have fallen off my fitness, Beachbody programs are what gets me back. Like, I have a spot in my room, I have mirrors, I have Select Tech weights, I have bands, I have mats, I have the good stuff, and benches. But I had that realization today, because the last few months I've been kind of like lacking motivation. I mean, I'm a certified personal trainer, I can put together my own programs, but I don't want to. I would find stuff online. Like, I like it when somebody tells me what to do. And so I would, with fitness, let me just throw that in there, just with fitness. And I would find programs online that I'm like, ooh, okay, that could be good. But it's up to me to get up in the morning and do it. Now, it is still up to me to get up in the morning and hit play. But once I do that, they're pushing me through the steps. They're motivating me. They're the instructor for me. And that is what I need. I think that's what got me into group fitness in the first place. I like that environment, but with my schedule and the classes offered at my gym, it just doesn't mesh. And I like having a calendar where it says, proven to work, do this today, do this today, do this today, and in 6 weeks, 8 weeks, 12 weeks, whatever the time frame, you're gonna get great results, as long as obviously you're paying attention to nutrition, which is not an issue for me because I'm straight up whole food plant-based. I'm like, I've kicked processed food, like I'm back on my game with that. Like, it doesn't take much for me to be like, you know what, I'm back to the whole food plant-based. Like, I don't need the motivation for that. It's just something that I love. But fitness, when your heart rate's up and you're sweating and you're just, you know, it's a mindset thing. You're like, I can't fucking do this. I can't do this, you know? And that's the hard thing for me, is to get out of my mind when I'm feeling tired and I'm feeling like I can't make it through. And so that's the issue that I would have, and I'd have a printout of, okay, do these exercises today. Okay, yeah, you're giving me the layout, you're telling me what to do, but then it's up to me to motivate myself, and that's where I have a hard time. And so I really need to go. So anyways, so I got back into my fitness thing by looking into Beachbody's new programs. I have not done a Beachbody program in forever. And they have the Morning Meltdown 100, which is from Jericho McMatthews, who used to be a Les Mills trainer, and I teach Les Mills. Love it. Moving to the beat of the music is so motivating, and that's what she does in this workout, and they're super, super short. And so I have done 4 workouts yet this week with her, including my teaching. I will be careful of overtraining, but I'm so excited, you guys. I'm so happy to have that feeling where I'm like, I just found something that motivates me to get up in the morning. It motivates me to work out. Shit, I just did a workout and I got to teach today. So I taught yesterday and I came home and did a workout after that. So it's like, I'm excited and I haven't had that feeling in a long time. And so I went all out, you know, I got the Shakeology and Energize and all of that stuff, which hasn't come yet, but the Shakeology did. And I loved it before, but my nutrition wasn't on point. I know it's expensive. And so I was like, you know what? I'm just going to try it. I'm gonna go all in with this, and I'm gonna see if it makes a difference. I'm gonna see if there's any nutritional gaps. Even with my whole food plant-based eating, I don't eat, you know, a whole wide variety of foods. Like, I have select ones that I like, and I haven't branched out all that much, although I do try, you know, new recipes and things, and I eat very nutritionally dense food. I feel like adding something else in might help even more, you know, kind of fill those gaps, whatever they may be. And like I said, I know it's expensive, and some people think it's gimmicky. So I'm really going to be the guinea pig, I guess, and I'm going to give my honest review about it. And that's what my husband said. He's like, you try it and you let me know how you feel. You tell me if you feel a difference, because we eat so good. Tell me if it makes a difference, or if this is really for people who just don't eat all that well and they want to feel the benefits of eating healthy, like what we already do. So I'm really going to be a judge. Today is day 2 of the shake. I'm super excited. I'm just really pumped, you guys. Like, thinking of how Beachbody got me started, and every single time I've fallen off my fitness, it's gotten me started. I gotta give mad props to them. Like, I thought I was beyond Beachbody. I was getting cocky. I'm like, these programs, no, I'm better than that now. Like, I'm fit, I'm healthy, you know, I got it going on. And I don't. It's very humbling, and I'm very excited to be able to say that, hey, like Beachbody has helped me. It's helped me stay consistent. Have I done it consistently for the last 7 years? No. I haven't done Shakeology. I haven't done the workouts for 7 years, but it got me started. It got me that foundation. I did it for many years. And then I started doing my own stuff, and then it led me to group fitness, and everything that has changed in my life, I have to give credit to where it all started. Okay. And yes, it was up to me to make the decision to do it every day. It was up to me to invest in myself. It was up to me to keep going. It was up to me to change it up and try different things. But had I not had that option, that at-home option, telling me what workouts to do every day, you know, kind of making me feel like I was doing something good for my nutrition at the time, like, honestly, I don't know where I would be. It very well could have happened at some point. Obviously, I just have that kind of drive and personality, but I don't know. And so I'm super excited, you guys. If you would like to join me, like I'm technically a coach for the discount, but I'm also kind of considering like working it. And I already have an activewear business that I'm super in love with. So I don't want to put too much on my plate along with teaching and all of that. But I would love to connect with you and just help you along with this, because it makes me feel so passionate that like this can change your life. I mean, it changed my life. I mean, it changed the course of my life. And so I want to pass that on to anybody who wants it. Even if we just connect via email or some phone calls or whatever. I haven't decided about like any challenge groups and stuff at this point in time, but I would love to help you. Love to help you. So I will be the whole food plant-based coach. I'm not necessarily pushing their nutrition programs, but if you need more structure like that, I would certainly help you along that path. I mean, nutrition is something I'm very well versed in, and could totally help with that. And that's 80% of results anyway. So if you want motivation to work out or looking for something like this, please let me know. Just comment below. I can shoot you my email. We can kind of chat and go from there. So I need to go get ready. All right, guys. Long video, longer than I expected, but I hope you have an awesome Sunday. Get out there and do something for your health, and I'll see you later.